Good day, everyone. Today we will continue our lecture about Internet of Things. In this chapter, we will study more about flowcharts in Python. So, what is flowchart? Flowcharts are diagrams that are used to represent these processes or workflows. As you can see here in the figure, we have a light bulb replacement flowchart. Light does not come on. You can check if there is a bulb. If no, install a new bulb. Does it work? Yes, that's completed. But if there is a bulb, but is the bulb burned burned out? No. If it's no power, check breaker. Then does it work? If it yes, that's complete. Is the bulb burned out? Yes, replace the bulb. Then check if does it work. That's complete. That's the meaning of flowchart actually, which is to explain more the processes that we're gonna follow in our projects and do a more details and make our scheduling or our agenda more clear and more simpler to understand by the user or by the people that gonna check our project. How did we start? How did we do it? What did we need there? That's the flowchart, and it's common for programmers to create a first draft of program in no specific programming language. These language independent programs are focused on the logic rather than in the syntax and are often called algorithm. A flowchart is a common way to represent an algorithm. An example of a flowchart that we talked about it a while ago. This is a flowchart of an algorithm. So now we proceed with the computer software. There are two common types of computer software: system software and application software. The system software is actually works between the computer hardware and the application program. It's the system software that controls the computer hardware and allows the application's program to function. This is an example of the software system software, which is Linux, Windows, and this is an example of application software: the Gmail, the Netflix, the Google Docs, and etc. Here we have the programming variables. Programming languages utilize variables as a dynamic packet to hold a phrase, number, or other important information that can use in coding. For instance, the expression a equal to 10. Associate the value 10 to the variable a, and etc. It has two categories, which is called the local variables and the global variables. The local variables are variables that are within the scope of program, function, procedure. This is what is called the local variables. As you can see, declare variable input b, declare the variable. It's an example of local variable. Global variable are variables that are in the scope for the time of the program's execution. For example, input A, input B, swap variables A, C, all that is an even display A, B. It's all an example of global variables. And now we proceed with Python. Python is a very popular language that's designed to be easy and write. Python developer community adds value to the language by creating all types of models and making them available to the other programs. Some fact about the Python, which is explicit is better than implicit, simple is better than complex, which is the main uh, character that they have it in Python, which is the simple is better than complex, because when you are learning more and more about Python, you will find it more simpler than the other languages, coding languages. Python is an interrupted language, therefore an interpreter is required to pursue and execute Python code. The Python interpreter understands and executes Python code. Python code can be created in any text editor or Python interpreter are value are available for many operating systems. A Python developers can create and deploy Python program in, in, in particularly in any operating system. Third-party tools such as the Py2X and PyInstaller can also be used to package the Python source code into an executable file, eliminating the need for the Python interpreter when running Python code. And you can find in the second video a free tutorial to know more what is Python and why it is very easy for the people to use. And also you can follow up with the other free tutorials to learn more about coding in Python. That was all. Thank you.